Minasan, konnichiwa, skushitoke, yokoso. Today we are in Kamata, which is another area that's really close to Haneda Airport. There's a lot to do here in terms of eating and shopping, and I can't wait to check it out. Anyway, if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. There's so many restaurants down here, it's kind of crazy. Since Christmas is right around the corner, this area is actually decorated in a few Christmas decorations. And also you can hear Christmas music playing in the background. It's very festive. Biriken. So this shopping street is called Astor, and the A is for amenity, the S is for security, and the T is for trend. And this must be the first place in Japan, or the first shopping street in Japan that I've seen that has a meaning like that behind the name. But it makes a lot of sense because they want to keep the area secure for the people that live here. You can get amenities here, and also there are shops and restaurants that are quite trendy. So it makes perfect sense. So in the Kamata area, there are a lot of Chinese restaurants, and some very famous dumpling restaurants are in this area as well. Also with this particular shopping street behind me, it's actually covered, so it's perfect for when it rains. You can still enjoy the atmosphere and not worry about getting wet. So I found a yakiniku restaurant here that I'm going to try out. So let's go. So we are currently in Horumon Sakaba, which is a yakiniku restaurant in Kamata, and I am so excited. I don't have yakiniku very often, and I don't think I've ever seen it in the UK before. I know it exists, but it's treated like a speciality. So if you want yakiniku in the UK, you have to really look for it. But yeah, I'm really excited. So obviously I have beer because this is the perfect thing to drink with yakiniku. Kanpai. Perfect. So there is a 300 yen cover charge for this restaurant, but you get complimentary cabbage with that, and I believe that this is refillable, so if you eat all this cabbage you can get more. And it's really weird because in the UK I don't think I really eat raw cabbage, but ever since I moved to Japan I absolutely love it, and I don't know why I've never eaten raw cabbage before. It's so good. I've got my cabbage. Itadakimasu. So good. I love the cabbage so much because it's so crunchy but also refreshing because it's a vegetable, and the tare is such a good complement to the cabbage. It's really delicious, especially when you taste it with beer. So we have here miso horumon, and it looks delicious. Here we go. This is so scary, I don't know why. I'm so inexperienced. So whilst you're waiting for your meat to cook, you can have a side dish, and we have here potato salad. This is the fanciest potato salad I've ever seen. It looks so beautiful. I can't believe I'm saying that about potato salad, but really, like, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try some. Itadakimasu. That's so delicious. Oh wow, and it's so crunchy as well. I love that. I think one of the worst things in the world is if you have soggy potato salad, but this is so crunchy. It's delicious. The flavor is actually really subtle, which makes it easy to eat, and it's got cucumber in there. I don't know if you can see, and I absolutely love cucumber. So good. Beer time. I think this one here is done. So you don't need to put this in any sauce because it already had miso on it before it was cooked. Okay, here we go. Itadakimasu. So that's very, very chewy, but what I love the most about it is the miso. You can still taste it even though it's been cooked for quite a while. It's really, really delicious. I could easily fill up on just that alone. It's so, so good. There. Such a good combination, it really is. Next we have tontoro, and with that is negi ponzu, which you actually put on after you've cooked it. And I'm really excited to try this because I'm really excited to try everything. Okay, I'm gonna start cooking it. I'm cooking. So I really love the atmosphere of this restaurant. It's quite simple and I really like that. Everything is kind of a silver metal color. And one of the things that I think I'll never be able to get over is the fact that they have this extractor here to absorb all the smoke. And yeah, I think that's so fascinating to me because like I said, in the UK, I've never had yakiniku before. So the first time I ever experienced it was in Japan, and it's still amazing to me. Right, so I've got the negi ponzu here, so I'm going to dip it in. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Oh my goodness. That's so good. That's so good. I think the tontoro probably would be delicious on its own, but that negi ponzu, oh my goodness, it's so, so good. And the pair match perfectly, so I can see why they come together. It's so delicious. It's just so good. The negi ponzu is the perfect mixture of kind of sweet and also a little bit of spice in there because the negi adds that to the flavor. It's delicious. I really recommend it. Because tontoro is pork, I think the negi ponzu does a really good job of kind of cutting the oil there a little bit, so it makes it much, much easier to eat, and it makes it taste a little bit lighter, because I know pork is sometimes quite heavy, but yeah, it's so good. There. So one of the things I find fascinating about Japan is the fact that in some restaurants you can actually smoke, which includes this one. There's actually an ashtray on the table, so you can smoke here if you want to. The reason why I find that fascinating is because in the UK, it's illegal everywhere to smoke indoors. So when I came to Japan and saw that some restaurants allowed smoking, I was quite surprised. I actually don't mind it because I think it's nice for people that do smoke. But yeah, it's still surprising to me when I see it. I finished my beer and I'm pretty upset about it because I didn't want to finish it that quickly, but here we are. So I switched to lemon sour. Look how beautiful this is. Can we talk about that? It's so, so beautiful. You get this little stick, I guess, to mix it with. And if you look at the top, there's like lemon zest as a garnish. It looks so good. I wasn't expecting that at all. Kanpai. This is so good. The lemon zest as a garnish makes so much difference to the flavor. Lemon sour does definitely taste like lemon, but when you add the zest like this, it tastes like real lemon. Like you're almost biting into a lemon with alcohol added. It's so good. So next we have yage nankotsu, and I'm so excited to try this as usual. Okay, here we go. My cooking skills have been put to the test today. So I think this is about ready. So here we go. Itadakimasu. That was absolutely delicious. I loved the texture. It was like a soft bone almost, which I've never really had before, but it was so good. Oh, it was delicious. I 100% recommend it. I was a little bit worried because it looked very different from anything I'd seen before, but it was so good. Lemon sour. Oishii. Meccha oishii. That was so much fun and the food was absolutely delicious. So I actually didn't show you while I was eating, but I ended up getting a cabbage refill because it was so good. So if you're ever in the Kamata area, I really recommend this restaurant, especially if you like yakiniku. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite restaurant is in Japan in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!